Okay, hello everybody, I'm back and I have part 2 to this tutorial. And I hope I'm making sense here. This is kind of hard for me, I've never done this before, but I'm trying to make it as quick as I can. Is the reason I'm not showing me actually cutting things and things like that, so I hope that'll be helpful. But the page we're going to do now is page 2 of this mini album. This is the one that we're, going by. So this is going to be the page that we're getting ready to work on. We're going to go ahead and do the this flip right here, which is like a gatefold, flip. And then I had a question on this, so somebody had requested the tutorial on this, so we're going to be doing this one where it just flips like this and has 4 pages, and it just flips up kind of like a waterfall card, kind of like that. So we're going to go ahead and get started doing that. I have everything laid out right here, and first of all what you start off with is your 8x6 cardstock in the blue, and then you're going to cut another piece of the pattern paper 7 3/4 by 5 3/4, so it'll be 5 3/4 this way and 7 3/4 this way. That's how much this right here measures. So go ahead and get that done, and then we're gonna, this will be like your your bottom page, like this right here. And then you'll have these 2 pieces. These are, let me make sure I'm telling you guys right. These are 3 1/2 because you actually will score this at 1/2. So this piece of paper is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, and you'll need 2 of those, like this. And then you're going to score these at 1/2 inch on either side because it's 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. So then after you do that, you'll have 2 of these because these are going to be your flaps. That's going to actually come down like this. You'll put those 2 there, and don't put all this together yet. We'll put them together in a minute. I'm just showing you, how the layout will be and what you'll need to go ahead and cut. So you'll have those 2 there, and then you're going to have 4 of these. And these are 2 3/4 this way by 3 1/4 this way. So that'll be these, because they'll fit like right here. And you'll have to have 4 of these because you'll have 1 on each page on the front and then on the back of these. So you want 4 of these. And then you'll have to have, let's see, these are 3 and, I think these are 3 3/4. Yeah, 3 3/4 this way, all the way to the end, 3 3/4, and you'll score it at 1/2 inch right here. And then this part is 5 1/2. So 3 3/4 by 5 1/2, and you'll need 4 of these. So there's all 4 of those, and then like I said, you're going to score at 1/2 inch on the top part. So there's those 4. Have 4 of those, and then you'll have 1 that will be 5 1/2 this way by 3 1/4 this way. Just 1 of those. After you get all those cut out, then you will need 6. I think it's 3 by, let's see, 3 by 5 1/4. So you'll need 6 of these to go over the top of these. So it's 5 1/4 by 3. And you'll need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me count those again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you'll need 6 of those. And then the last one, so you will need 7, I'm sorry. You'll need 7 of the 3 this way, 3 by 5 1/4. You'll need 7 of these. So you go ahead and cut all of that, and then after you get that done, then we can glue these together. You also need a magnet, and I'm going to use some that are stronger than these. These are really strong, but the ones that I'm going to use that has to go through all of this came from Michaels, and I'm going to get those out. I forgot to get those out. and I will show you guys what they look like. And they just come from Michaels. They look like this right here. And they are bigger around than these. And they are also thicker. So, they do hold a little bit better than the other ones that I got off of eBay. So you'll have to have 2 of those as well. So we're going to go ahead and put these together, these pages together. So first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to put all your blue papers together. So this is the 8x6, which is going to be your bottom sheet. You're going to go ahead and put these 2 together. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those. And you're just going to put some glue on this part right here. Let my glue get down here. I had it turned up so it wouldn't take quite as long this time. So you're just going to put some glue right here. I'm sorry for this squeaky chair. Hope it don't bother you guys too bad. And you're just going to come down just a little bit from the top up there. You don't want to go all the way to the very top. And just kind of push this in. Push that in. And you want to make sure you leave enough room for your bottom piece just to go down here. And there is room because there's room here and here, so that's a good thing. So you're just going to push that in. I just kind of eyeball it, just kind of where I want it to be. There's no special measurements on that. And then you're going to put some more glue on this part right here, and this is where you scored it. And if I forget to mention, some of my measurements, I cut everything in fourths, so everything is in fourths. Like if one thing, like this blue paper is 8x6, and then this piece of pattern paper is 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. So, everything's in fourths is the way that I, cut down from. So you have those 2 there. And then you can put this paper next, which is going to be your 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. Let me put this on here really good. And I got myself a note back here for a magnet, because my magnet is actually in this little piece right here. That's going to close the card there, the 8-fold card. So we'll go ahead and put this there. It's going to go just like that. I guess you could put your magnet on here. I might just do that. Well, I won't be able to because I don't have the other part done, so I'll just put the magnet on the back like I was going to start with. There's that. You guys can see. I'm trying to stay in frame here. Alrighty, there's that. And we can go ahead and put these on here. I think I'm going to put these on the inside. And then the 2 prettier ones, they'll be on the outside. So we'll go ahead and do that. And to me, if you just go ahead and cut out, your pieces of paper first, it makes it easier to, put everything together. Instead of cutting out a piece and then putting it down and cutting out another piece and putting it down like that, it's just easier to me if you just go ahead and cut everything out like I did. And I was just trying not to cut everything out and make y'all guys, watch it. It makes it, to me, faster if I just go ahead and cut it out. That way you don't have to watch me actually doing that, because I know you guys know how to do that. So, how it looks so far. And then I'm going to just put these two on here like that. I'm getting this glue all over my blanket here, and if I don't use it, there's such a glare that you guys can't see, so I have to try to be a little more careful with that. Okay, so I've just got those two pieces on there. And then this piece will go here. And like I said, I already have a magnet in it. All I did is fuzzy cut this side of the paper. And then I matted some of the blue paper on the back, put my magnet in between there. And it'll just sit like that. What you'll do is just glue one side of it down so that you'll be able to open, you know, your paper. So there's that. Let me go ahead and do that. Like I said, you're just going to glue half of it. My little dog is in here and he is want me to carry him outside, so I may have to stop just for a minute. Take him outside. Okay, about like that. Hang on, Farley. Hang on. Wait just a minute. Okay. Let me go take him out, and got a little bit of glue there. And I'll be right back. And I'll give that time to dry a little bit. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, but my little doggy had to go out to go to the bathroom. So, I've got all my pieces on here, and I am just going to find where the magnet goes. So it goes right there, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this down. And that way that can, see how that holds that, no problem. Okay, so I'm just going to let that dry for a minute. So for these pieces right here, you have to go ahead and glue them together. And all you have to do is, you see where you have this little flap, you're just going to glue it to the top of each one. So you glue that one to the top, this one to the top of that one, and so on. You just glue all of these together. Don't put your pattern paper on there yet. You got to glue these together first. So you put all these together, just like that. And then this will be your back page. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll let you watch me, and if you want to, you can fast forward through this, because all I'm going to do is just glue on top of each other here. Gotta wait on my glue to get down here. My bottle's almost empty. So, and this stuff's kind of expensive, so I don't really want to waste it. So you're just going to put it on your flap that you scored. And you're just going to take it and glue it right on top of this piece. And I have to turn it around so I can see where the ends are. And you need to try to get this, you know, as good as straight as you possibly can, so that it will stack on top of each other right. And just mash those two down really good. A little bit of glue got there, but that's okay, because I will have some pattern paper that will be covering all this, so if you won't be able to see any writing or anything like that. And I'm going to go ahead, since this is going to be my top sheet, this is going to be my top sheet. I'm going to go ahead and put magnet on here so I will know to add a magnet. Okay. And then this sheet will just glue to the top of this sheet, and it just keeps going like that until you get all 4 of those done. So you're going to take this little flap and you're going to put some glue on there. And like I said before, just be really careful when you're using wet glue, because you know, your stuff can move, and then it'll be glued together in the wrong place. So I'm just going to put that there on top of that one. Just push that down. And just, like I said, just try to get it as square as you possibly can, so it'll stack right at the end. I'll take this one and put some glue on here. Just kind of go back and push this down with your fingers to make sure your glue is staying adhered really good. There's another little bit that it ran out. Like I said, don't worry about that, because you will be putting pattern paper over the top of that, and you won't see it. And then you have this one more. This will be your back sheet. And this is the smallest piece because you don't have the piece that you're going to, that you didn't score. So I'll just put some more on here. And I need to write magnet on that, the back of this one, so I'll know to put my magnet on there so I won't forget about it. And these notes, you know, you don't have to do that, but to me they're just very, very helpful, because I'm scared that I will just forget to do it if I don't have it on here. And I have forgot, and just have to go back and rip my papers apart to, you know, make sure that I get my magnet on there. So I'm going to put magnet right there. And I'll go ahead and put a magnet right here. And while I was off camera, these magnets broke. They slapped together by themselves, and they actually broke. So I was going to show you guys. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they are actually broke. They just snapped and came and snapped together, and when they did, they broke. So I'm going to have to open up another pack of those. And that's the first time that's ever happened, so just be careful with them. That could have, you know, went in my eye or something, and so just kind of be careful. And it's the same kind that I just showed you guys. And I might could use those on something else, but for now I'm not going to use those. I don't know if I can get these apart. The other ones were very easy. Now these don't want to work, I'm on camera, of course. Okay, here's this one. So I'll go ahead and glue it so these won't snap. And these are kind of big, so they're very, very strong. Because if you don't put this on here now and you put your pattern paper on there, you won't be able to, you know, use your magnet or whatever. So there's that. And so now you can just go ahead and put your paper on here. I might need to let that dry. Maybe I'll let that dry for just a second because my magnet's wanting to slide up a little bit. I don't want it to go up too far. I want it to go up far enough where my paper will adhere because, like I said, this magnet does kind of stick up. But, and the way I like to do my paper, I like to do like every other sheet. So I'm just going to lay this, and this one here, and then there's those two, and then this one. So let's see here. So I'll do this one first, then that. I kind of just want it to be every other one. So we're going to go ahead and put this here. And I'm just using the regular Fabri-Tac glue again for that. I'm probably going to have to stop here in a few minutes because my battery is getting kind of low, so I don't even know if I'll be able to get through with this one or not, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're going to adhere that to this. And this might be helpful for you guys too. I always go and measure my paper and make sure that it will fit before I start gluing it. And so when you open this up, it's going to be facing you, so you'll want to put this paper, you know, like you want it to be, how it'll look. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. And like I said, I do always check my paper. I did that off camera, and I actually did have some of them cut wrong, so it would have been embarrassing to put on camera and it not fit. So you want to put this down and, you know, just don't go over your crease marks or your paper won't fold. And just kind of mash that down. If you have these thick magnets, you may have some that are thinner. You just want to make sure those adhere down good. And then you're going to do your next piece of paper. That'll go here. Trying to watch my battery there to make sure that it's not going to go out on me. And all of these techniques that I'm showing you guys, I just learned them off of different YouTube channels. Just by watching a bunch of videos. And that's just the way that I learn things like that. I just am a very visual person. If I see somebody can, you know, see how they do it, then I can usually do it too. So I'm just gluing this right quick. I don't think I'm on frame here, but all I'm doing is just putting this glue on here. I'm trying to hurry before my battery goes out on me. I'm just making sure that I'm, you know, facing these the right way, kind of centering on my paper and making sure that I'm not going over my score marks. Okay. I'll just have a few more to go here. I might have to cut out another one. I thought I had enough, but maybe I don't. no problem. I'll just cut out another one after I get through because I know you guys are tired of seeing this. But I'm going to show you how to do the magnet knot on the back too. And right here in the other page to it. Okay, so I don't think I have enough of paper cut out. I thought I did, but undoubtedly I do not. If I do, I don't know where the other sheet went, so. But I'm just going to go ahead and put my magnet back here if I can get it to snap off of here. There we go. And like I said before, it'll find the other part if you'll just, you know, lay it up there to it. So this is, you know, my front sheet here. You're just going to take it and put it right here, and then you can put some glue there and just put it back right there. And then I have got to, you know, put another sheet right here and right here. I think I need 2 more sheets actually. And then you will take this piece and then you'll lay here, this here, and that will be this sheet. And then after you do that, then you're going to take this sheet right here, go get your mini album, and then you would put it here. I'm going to go ahead and adhere my other pieces of paper that I left off right here. I'll put a piece here and here. Then after I do that, then I'll take this and adhere it onto here. And then I'll put my glue all over the back of this piece here, and then adhere it to my second page. So I'm going to go ahead and go because my battery is fixing to go out and I have to cut some more paper. And then the next page we'll start will be right here on this page, and it will look like this, where you have your flip up like this. And then you'll have your flip down. This is a pretty simple page right here. So I will be right back. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do page 3 of the mini album. And so it's going to look like this one right here. And it just has a flip up page this way. And then a flip down. And so you would have, you know, room for pictures here. This space and this space. So this is a pretty simple page. So I went ahead and cut out everything so it would, you know, wouldn't make the video so long. So what you're going to start out with is your 8x6 paper. It's 8 inches this way and 6 this way. Just need one of those. And then this paper right here will be your design paper that you're going to layer on top. It'll be 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. So it'll be 7 3/4 this way by 5 3/4 that way. So that'll go there. And don't put these together yet. I'm just showing you guys how it will, you know, look. And then you will have this piece of paper. This piece of paper right here is 6 3/4 this way by 4 1/2. I'm sorry. 6 3/4 by 4 1/2, and you will score it at a 1/2 inch at the very bottom right here. And then your next, you'll need 2 pieces of paper to layer on top of here. This one will be 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So it'll be 6 1/4 this way by 4 1/4 this way, and you'll need 2 of these. And what they'll do is layer on top and then on the back of this one. So then that will go here. And then you'll need another piece right here. This right here is 5 3/4 this way by 3 1/2, and you'll score it at a 1/2 inch on the top there. And then the layer on top of these, you will need two 5 by 3 1/4. So there's those two, one to go on top and one to go on the back. And I did go ahead and write myself a note for the magnet to go on here, because this will be the one that is on top like this. So you will have to have a magnet to hold all these together. So I'll go ahead and glue these together so you guys can see. So I'm just going to take this one and glue it on top of the other one. Sorry for this squeaky chair. So I gotta wait on my glue. I'm still using the Fabri-Tac by Beacon glue. And this glue will not, warp your paper or anything like that. And like I said before in the earlier video, it seems like to me it makes your paper stronger, your pages. So that's another reason I like it. And like I said, you do have a little bit of time to adjust your paper if, it's not just right. So I really like this glue, even though it is a little expensive. You can always use your coupon on that. So you're going to layer this one. Yeah, you can go ahead and do this. I'll layer it here. Usually I do like to do my pages first, but this one will be okay to go ahead and layer on top. So then we're going to just work with the blue pages, the base part. So we'll do this one next. We're just going to put some glue around the bottom and adhere it to this one. So I'm just putting it on this flap that you scored, and this little flap's at a 1/2 inch that you scored. And so you're just going to put it up under the bottom wherever you want it. I just kind of eyeball it to see where is about the middle of the page, and just put it there. You can even slide it over just a little bit if you don't really like that area where you have it. So you're just going to mash that down good and push it up. I want it to go up against this paper, so it won't be sticking out at the bottom. And then just make sure you put that on there really good. Okay, then the next page is going to be this one, the smaller flap. That's 5 3/4 by 3 1/2. This one will go on top just like this. It'll just kind of layer over the top of that one. So you're going to go ahead and put your glue here on this little flap that you scored earlier. And I'm just going to eyeball that and just see where I think it needs to be, and that right there looks pretty good. So I'm just going to mash that down and just kind of push it down a little bit. Make sure that glue is sticking really good so it won't move and get somewhere it's not supposed to be. So then after you do that, you can go ahead and match your pages. There's a little bit of glue right there that came out, but it'll be okay. So we'll go ahead and mat this bottom page first, and since I have these two sheets cut from my page, to me this one's not quite as pretty, so I'm going to put this one here. So I'll go ahead and glue that down. this will just go right here. Just kind of center it on that page the best that you can. And then you can put this one on there. And then just putting glue on here in case I'm out of frame with the Fabri-Tac. So just going to adhere this on here. And then you just decide which one of these you want to put on top, and I believe I like this one, so I'm going to put it on there. I can't put this one on yet until I get my magnet and adhere it on there. So go ahead and put that one on here. That one does have a little bit of writing at the top left up there, but since I wrote that with a pencil, I can, just erase that right off. So, you can't really see it now. Alrighty. And then let me get my magnets out, because I did put them up. So you just want to try to, figure out where you want to put your magnet, and it'll be down here on this part, but it's going to be on this page, so like right in here will be a good place for it. And I'm just going to use this quick dry adhesive to put that there, and this is one of the smaller magnets. So. And then you're going to go ahead and put your paper. It's going to open this way, so you want to put your paper facing you. Okay. So we're just going to put this top here. And normally I would let that magnet dry just a few minutes. For the sake of the video, I just try to be really careful when I layer my paper back over it so that that magnet does not move. And so then you're just going to lay this down, and then you're going to turn over on the back so you can find out where your magnet needs to go. And like I said before, it'll go wherever it needs to be. So you're just going to put a little bit of glue right in there. And you can get your album out. It's ready to go into your book. So far our book looks like this. This is the first page with this page that opens this way and this way. And then you have a pocket up here. I haven't put a tag or anything in it, but there is a pocket right here. And then this side right here has like the little gatefold. It opens this way. And then you have this one right here that's kind of like a waterfall. And it just opens like this. So this page right here that we just completed is going to go on this side right here. So it will be like this. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that in. Get my glue on here. And of course, if you guys don't want to use this kind of glue, you can use score tape. You can use wet glue, although to me, this is the only glue that I've found that does not warp your paper. I've used the Scotch Quick Dry that I'm using, you know, to glue my magnets in with, and that I do my pockets with. Now to me it still warps your paper even though it dries fast. So like I said, I haven't found any kind of glue that does not warp your paper that's wet except for this Fabri-Tac. Make sure that you're putting your page in the right way, because you could put it upside down. And then just adhere it, making sure that you don't go over your score marks that you did. Just kind of try to get it even all the way around. And these are my score marks right here, so I don't want to go over those. And so there's that page right there. So we'll go ahead and do page 4, which will be this page. And it's going to look like this. It's just a simple pocket page. You have all these tags that I created to go in here. And then you just have the pocket down at the bottom. So we'll do that one next. And I'm going to go ahead and go and cut the paper out. And so I'll have that ready when I come back for you guys. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and cut out my paper. And since we have already matted this piece right here, you didn't have to cut out another 8x6 because you already have it on here. So this is the page again that we're going to be doing, just the pocket page right here. So I went ahead and cut this piece out right here. This is 7 3/4 this way, 7 3/4 this way from top to bottom by 5 3/4. So you'll just need that one sheet there, because you're going to take that and you are going to mat it right here, top of that, like that. And then this piece right here, you're going to have a piece of this. And the mortar punch I use is a Martha Stewart bunch, and it's called Eyelet Lace. Just like that. So you're going to take this piece. This is 6 across this way by 2 3/4 this way. And then you're going to punch it after you get it cut out, and then you'll have this little top piece. After you get that punched, then you're going to layer another piece of paper that will fit right over the top of that. And this piece of paper right here will be 5 3/4 this way by 2 2/16 this way. And I know that's kind of a different measurement, but the reason it you know, wrote it off to a different measurement is because of this punch. So it'll be 5 3/4 this way by 2 2/16 this way. So, and you guys, if you're not familiar with 16ths, I can show you on my cutter. I'm not sure, you know, if you guys have the same cutter or not. But 2 2/16, like this is your 2 mark right here. And if all of these are in 16ths across right here, you would just count 1 2. So it's right in between the 2 and the 4th. It's right in the middle. That's where your 2 2/16 would be. So then you're going to just layer that on top of there. So we will go ahead and layer this piece first. See if I can get my glue down here. I move this so you guys can see me glue it. I'm sure you probably know how to glue, but if you ever get down here, it's kind of slow. Okay, so we're just going to glue this piece here. So just make sure your paper, if it's a different kind of paper than this, you know, it's facing you and that it's turned the right way and everything before you glue it down. And like I said, I always make sure that before I even glue it down, that it will, you know, match right here before I glue it. So then you're going to use this glue, or this is what I use, the Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, and you're just going to put it around right here, because this is going to be a pocket page. I just need a little bit. And you want to just layer, oops, stuck my finger on that. You just want to layer this right on top of the blue that you already have on here. And you can move this just a little bit if you need to, but you don't get to move it long because it does dry fast. And then you're just going to mash this down. If you have any writing on it like I do that you think might show, just go ahead and erase that off if you are using a pencil like me. And then this piece right here will just go over the top of that. And I use my Fabri-Tac glue for that again. And so all you have to do is just put that on there. Just kind of center it on there. And press that down. A little bit of glue that came out, but I got that off. So you just want to make sure you have all that pressed down really good. And this will be a little pocket here. So you have a big pocket right here. And on this mini album, I just layered a bunch of different tags in there. So you can make those any size that you want to. It can be small tags. And you could use all this up here for your picture, you know, a photo mat. Or you can layer a big tag. It just depends on what you want to do. So then the next page is going to be in the middle here. And we'll be making the middle is just some simple photo mats. So these are not very hard either. So we'll be working on those next. So I will talk to you guys in just a few minutes. Okay, everybody, I'm back to finish these two pages in the middle. So they'll look like this when we get through. They're just two belly band pages. And here is the middle of our book that we're going to be adding them to. And since we already have our 8x6 blue cardstocks already adhered, we just needed to cut out our pattern paper. So I went ahead and cut these out. You have to have two of these, one for each page. And these are 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. So you have to have two of those. And then after that, your belly band pieces, you'll have to have two of those. And these pieces right here are 8 by 2 1/4. You'll have two of those. And then the pattern paper that's going to layer over the top of each one of these will be 7 3/4 by 1 3/4. I think that's right. Let me check, make sure, because I kind of got messed up on that. It's 1 3/4 inches wide this way, and then it'll be 7 3/4 inches long. So you have both of those, and they'll go on here. And then these are your two photo mats. This piece right here is 6 by 5, and you have to have two of those. And that's 6. Let me make sure I'm telling you guys right. Hang on, because I got two different measurements on here. This is 6 1/4 by 5 1/4. So 6 1/4 by 5 1/4. You have to have two of those. 6 1/4 by 5 1/4. Two of these. And then after you get those two cut out, then your papers like this will be 6 by 5. So this is 6 by 5. Make sure that's right. Yeah. 6 by 5. And you will have to have 4 of these, and it looks like I only did 2, so I'll have to go back and cut 2 more of these. And so then after you get that done, you can go ahead and start adhering everything. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to adhere these 2 pieces to your book. So let me get my glue going down. So let me move a little bit of this stuff so I won't confuse my own self, because that is very easy for me to do. Okay, so you have these 2 sheets here that you're going to adhere here. And you just kind of want to make sure that these papers are lined up, you know, towards you. Make sure you're not putting them in upside down. Make sure this is still the front of your book. And it is, you know. You have to be really careful about that, because you can put your paper in your book upside down. And so I try to, you know, keep reminding myself to make sure about that. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the Fabri-Tac glue to the back of this sheet right here. And I'm just going to put that on here. And if you're using this kind of pattern paper like I have, I don't think it really matters how you put it. You know, it doesn't really be upside down or straight up. Either way, it's very easy, versatile paper collection. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the other sheet. Okay. Okay, there's those 2. Just kind of press those down and make sure that they are adhered good. And for these, I'm going to go ahead and just adhere this to here. So I'm going to put my Fabri-Tac on the back of this, which is the belly band. I know I'm probably not in frame, but I'm just going to stick this on there. I'll have that on there. So that'll kind of go like that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm just going to put this on here the same way. Okay, I have that there, and we'll go ahead and glue these 2 on each one of these. And some of this paper in this paper collection is double-sided, so you could use either side, but most of it is not, so. Like I said, I know I'm not in frame really that good right here, but all I'm doing is just putting the glue on the back of here with this Fabri-Tac. And I'll have to cut 2 more sheets to go on the back of these. I thought I had them, but I did not do them all. And then we're going to do these 2. those two on the back. And if I forget and don't answer a question or just leave a whole step out, just let me know and I will answer that. You know, like I said, this is the first time I've ever did this, and I'm probably leaving out a lot of stuff. I'm trying to make sure I give you guys the measurements and everything, but it's very possible that I will leave that out. A little bit of glue on the edge of that one there. I hope you guys are having a good Labor Day weekend. Tomorrow is Labor Day. We don't have any plans. We're just probably going to do some things around the house. Let's see, I think I missed the side a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I have all of my, like I said, I do have to cut out two of these, and so I'll have to go back and do that, but I can still show you guys what I'm doing here. So we're going to go ahead and put our belly bands down, and I just kind of eyeball that, just kind of try to put it, you know, in the middle, and I use this, the Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive, and you're only going to put it across the top and across the bottom so you can slide your card, you know, your photo mats in. And I'm just going to try to eyeball this and just kind of put it in the middle. And just push that down. Push this glue down real good. And then I'm going to put some more glue across the top of this one and the bottom, and then just kind of try to eyeball it and put it in the middle there. And then you would just, you know, give this a few minutes to dry. And then you could put your photo mats in here. And like I said, I do have to go back and put another piece of cardstock on the back of that. So that is how that page looks. And that's how it turned out. So I'm gonna let this be the end of part 2 because I know it's probably getting some time on it. And so I'll go ahead and end this part 2, and it'll be continued on part 3. And so I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'm trying my best to explain it right. And like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, I'll see you guys in part 3. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.